Hey, what's up you guys? This is Junior Trader, and in this video we are taking a look at QQQ and SPY, that is Nasdaq 100 and S&P 500, and I'll also take you over Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, and Meta. I won't be talking Netflix in this video because I did a video on that already over this weekend, so check that out on my channel, okay? So, starting off with QQQ, what are we seeing? Well, if you have been following my videos, you already know back up from here I was saying this is a distribution phase. And as we start to lose the structure, which was around $441 level, and then confirmation came at 436 almost, that will keep flushing. And I have been talking about all these levels, that 421 will come down there. I also talked about $412 level will come down there. We have come precisely, look at this level. $412 marked by my indicator. Precisely to the penny we touched down over there. Got some bounce after that. And if you need access to my tools, guys, that I use for my day trading, for my any type of trading, and on my videos as well, links to my tools are in the description below this video. I'm also seeing that the last flush that came, continuation to the flush, has a high volume as well. Now, I expect QQQ to test 200 days moving average, all right? That's the place where my eyes are. So I won't be surprised if we are testing 200 days moving average this next week, okay? This coming week, I mean. So yes, QQQ in my opinion has more room to fall down. Right now, I'm not seeing any signs of bullishness. Let's go to the hourly interval to take a look at more, but I'm not seeing any signs of bullishness here. Structure change is, if it even starts to happen, it's still a couple of days out. Like even let's say tomorrow, let's say we have a green candle, and if we go above 416, that's just a rebound still. I mean, anything until 420 tomorrow is just a rebound. If QQQ, let's say, closes above 421 tomorrow, that could be a start of then, okay, couple of days of consolidation, and then we have to see if structure becomes back to the upside. But if QQQ tomorrow can't close above 421, any rebound is just a rebound in the downtrend, and we will continue lower. As I said, on the daily interval, 200 days moving average is what I expect will come down to next week. We'll see. Again, trade with the stop loss. This, I have a position in SQQQ, as I have said before, so again, I'm just loving it. That's an inverse of QQQ. But again, have a stop loss regardless what however you trade. And oh well, before going further, I want to let you know none of this is any financial advice, only for education purposes. Not sure if I said that, but I'm just sharing my opinion, guys. You are responsible for any decisions you take. All right, SPY. So SPY, we have been losing level by level, and I have been saying that, guys, once we lose $518 level or so, expect downside to pursue, right, to continue, and we have been getting that. Again, on SPY, $477 level is the possibility, and I'm not seeing any upside on this. This thing can just continue lower, and eventually I think this will also come down to 200 days moving average. For the next week target, it could be pretty much, guys, I think 477 is the possibility in my opinion going into next week. I talked about all these flushes that we would have. We lost 518 and it started to happen, right? So that's what I was looking for. And on hourly interval as well, yeah, guys, we are fully bearish. I'm not seeing any upside right now. No structure change to the upside. Structure is in the downtrend, lower highs, lower lows. These are big boats, guys. Once they change their direction, they change, okay? They're not gonna go back like that up, a V-shaped recovery. They don't do this unless structure starts to change. Now, if you wanna have SPY bullish starting, let's say Tuesday, then Monday it has to recapture above $500. If it does that, we can start talking about maybe some structural change may start to happen, but otherwise, no. All right, this will otherwise continue just lower, okay, day by day. That's my opinion on SPY. Yeah, we're in the downtrend, guys. We are below 200 hours moving average, below 20 and 50 here. Yeah, we are, I just showed you we're making lower highs, lower lows. So yeah. All right, let's talk about, I don't have any position on SPY on the short side, just to let you know. I only have SQQQ, that is the inverse of QQQ. Microsoft. So Microsoft, I have a short position on this, and so far I'm loving this play. You can see I opened this play right into this little bit of bounce that I got in that particular day. After that confirmation of the break of that trend line, lost 20 and 50 as well. And then I re-entered in the little bit of a rebound, and I have been carrying this position on the short side, and I'm taking partial profits at the significant levels. Yes, this level is to be watched. Okay, 397. We have some two pivots and the demands, and I don't expect Microsoft to do like go like that. But this is where you can expect some little bit of a dead cat bounce or a rebound. Right now the structure is still to the downside. I expect this to come to 384 and maybe also to 377. Pretty much this also at 200 days moving average in my opinion. And I'm going to carry this short position, and I'm sizing out in profits as we are going, level by level lower. And as I'm going through it, let me just a couple of things on my indicator. Yeah, no, I think it's all good. So let's take a look at hourly interval here, guys. We are below 20, 50, 200 hours moving average. Clearly in the downtrend. Let's take a look at 4 hours actually here, so that we can have a lot more real estate here. So yeah, this is the level, guys. As I said, 397 you should be watching. If any potential little bit of rebound comes, it has to come here. But if we lose this level of 397, then I don't think anything is stopping us to come down to 384. Yeah. And the way it's looking like, it's just too weak right now. For me, Microsoft will, any rebound, even if it comes to the level of 404, that's fine. It's not going to make it bullish. It's just going to be a rebound. I'm seeing a lot of resistance in this zone here as well. So, but yeah, that's the rebound possibility. But then I expect a rejection and continue to the downside. Don't take rebounds as things are getting bullish again. Once the structure will start changing, I'll talk about it if structure is becoming to the upside. Right now, I'm not seeing any structure to the upside. Apple on daily interval. Poor thing is selling off this thing as well. We don't need these red lines. I don't even remember. Yeah, okay, I had these red lines when I was taking these plays over here. I'm not in any position right now on Apple. That was the short play that I took back then, and that was the play I took on the swing. And Apple, I don't day trade. I only day trade some other volatile big cap stocks like Tesla, Nvidia, and some of the others ones. But these are mostly on the swings that I take these positions and I share with you guys, right? So right now I don't have any position on Apple, but I expect Apple to come down to $162.76 and also 160 next week. Any upside, if you ask junior trader, can it become bullish? Well, if Apple can recapture 168 and 50 cents this week, then sure, we can start talking about some upside. But right now, no. This is just a downtrend. Google. All right, so Google is showing some signs of weakness. This thing might form some head and shoulder here. And you are watching this level of 153 and 78 cents. As if Google breaks this level, you can expect this to come lower, 150 or so. It's not fully bearish though, guys. That's the thing. Google is still the one standing strong, and yeah, this is still the one standing strong. But yeah, I think this will also eventually start cooling off. If it loses 153 and 71 cents, it has a room to come down to 141. That's what I can say about Google in the technicals. Otherwise, it's still standing strong above 20 days moving average. Let's take a look at hourly interval as well on Google. All right, so here's the thing. This is where, yeah, it's getting, yeah, it's below 200 hours moving average now. So as it continues to break 20 days moving average, it will just look weaker to go lower. Yeah, I think it's big. Market is selling off, so I don't think Google alone can go up. But wait for that full confirmation on daily interval. Amazon. So Amazon, I took a short play and that was it, and it's still continued to fall. Yeah, I closed my all the positions here, guys, on Amazon. I'm not carrying anything more down on it. But yeah, this thing has been going down and seems like this has a lot more room to cool off. And yeah, I won't be surprised. Well, yeah, this is the level, 171 and 59 cents. But I also expect this thing as now to, yeah, look, Amazon, if any green candle comes, but it can't go up, if it can't go above $180, that's just a rebound in the downtrend. I think Amazon will continue to cool off to the level of 157. I might like to re-enter on this, but I would only re-enter if I get a rebound at the level of 180. Then only I'll enter on this now. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, I took a very little short play there, and this thing is continuing lower. Ha, that's fine. But anyways, yeah, that's the name of the game, guys. That's the name of the game. So yeah, some of the stocks I'm able to carry and extend my position. Amazon, I wasn't quite sure. And yeah, that's why I booked all of my profits there. But yeah, now I'm getting some more confidence on this again. But I want to get into the rebounds. Let's see on hourly interval. I don't think I don't think I'll get that full back $180 rebound. That's a little bit out of the picture, it looks like right now. I'm even willing to go into the rebound somewhere here, 177. But if I miss this move, I miss this move. But this is where 177 to 180 rebound, I might try to go in on the short side again. Yeah, let's see if I get this. Okay, let's take a look at the last stock for this video, guys, and that is Meta. Netflix, as I said, I already did that on my channel this weekend, so check that video out on my channel, guys. Okay, you can just go to my channel, search Netflix Junior Trader, or just go to my channel full on and just search the channel search and just type Netflix. Yep, there is definitely, you gotta look. Okay, I'll just cover it real quick here, Netflix as well, just to show you around. So Meta, I think will continue to go lower, guys, and I'm interested in the short play as well now, but I would want to see this break 476 fully or gets in some rebound at 485. And then this would be a short play I would like to carry down to 200 days moving average at least. So let's see if I can get this position tomorrow somewhere here, and I'll talk about it if I take this position. So. But yeah, this is the area I'm looking to play short with my stop loss definitely somewhere above this trend line, wherever that position would be. Yeah, that's the trend line. All right, guys, that's Meta. Yeah, well, actually, let's take a look at on the hourly interval as well on Meta real quick. Yep, it's bearish. It's bearish. It's confirmed lower highs, lower lows. I think it will continue lower. But I would like to go in a rebound on the short side. Let's see if I get it, or it's just gonna flush. Who knows? Yeah, Netflix. Yeah, Netflix, you already know I'm in this short play. Let that thing load. Yeah. So I'm still carrying the position and I'm targeting the level of $500 at least. Check my video out that I did over the weekend. That will tell you a lot about Netflix there. Guys, that's it for this video. Oh well, one more thing. Look at the high volume flush on Netflix. That's why this sell-off is important. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next videos. Take care, guys. Bye.